I'm an occupational therapist, and I want to talk about why it's not always obvious what kids need to be more regulated. In my last video, I talk about how a school I was working with, they would put their kids who were super high energy on a bike and they would spin in circles on a little track. And the teachers were telling me that it was often making them more amped up. This is because you might see a kid who, like I said, has super high energy, and you might think, let's let them get their energy out. But what they really need is controlled, organized movement and their proprioceptors to be activated. They also are going to have a really hard time if you have a kid who's moving around and bouncing off the walls. It's going to be really hard to be like, okay, let's sit you down and do a breathing exercise. Their need needs to be met first. It just has to be done in a specific way. I'll give you another example of why this can be confusing. If you are looking at a child who's looking really sleepy, they're yawning, they're disengaged, they're just like low energy, you might think, okay, let's turn the music up, let's turn the lights on, let's get them moving. But if they're in freeze, their system is already overwhelmed. And so for you to be adding to that is just going to make that state more intense. Another child who is just needing more input and just needing more arousal, that's going to work for. So it's really important to understand signs, what's going on, what kind of input do they need, how are they responding to this input. It's really regulation is really complex.